So, here we are again. I welcome you, and I hope you're just as excited as I am to dive deeper and explore the meaning of Godhood without any reference to religious texts, without any overarching philosophies, just as one human being to another. Let us together find out settle for a understanding of Godhood that tries to distance itself from all the trouble and turmoil that has been going on outside there. Let us base ourselves and go back to that root understanding of what it means to be here. And just by being here, we will find that everything else is negligible. And slowly we begin to recognize how stressed we are. If we're just sitting in silence, we become sensitive again to all of the, let's call it pain, that we're putting ourselves through throughout the day. And find once again that the longer you sit still, the more sensitive you become, but that in turn also stimulates the stress, slowly but surely. The stress finds a way to calm itself. All of the loaded baggage from the whole day or the last week, or even the months and years of past difficult trauma, all make themselves obvious in that single moment where we sit in complete stillness. Now, whenever I have the opportunity to sit still in my room, without thinking much, there is a sense that something is there. A sense that there is something with you rather than someone. It is more like a presence, an all-around presence that is there yet is not there, an all-encompassing presence that stays in the background, but silently acts upon this world. Now, it becomes very problematic to the doubtful mind as to whether this voice inside of your head is the actual voice of God, but you cannot look at things this way. You cannot look at things with doubt. Imagine yourself walking across a tightrope that is set up high between the edges of a cliff, and you walking on that tightrope are being swayed by the wind, which at any point is only aiming to throw you off that rope. And see, just like the wind is constantly pushing you from one side to the other, from upside down, from the lower side up, from any direction really. The wind is an analogy to your doubts. The tightrope being symbolic for the way that you take in order to arrive at a goal. Whenever you shoot for something, there will always be doubt in your mind, but you cannot let doubt cloud your mind. Because doubt isn't aiming to better you. Doubt is a manifestation of the reasonable fears that you have within yourself. Recognize that I said reasonable fears. Not every fear is irrational. Some are grounded in good reason. But at that point, you have to decide. Is the goal that I am aiming towards not worth putting myself above this fear that I have? Ignoring this fear for 1 second? I'm sure you've had this dialogue in one way, shape, or form inside of you, at least in the still moments of your life. So I'm sure you will understand when I say that this is exactly what religion is, what belief is, what philosophy is. It is a way for us to relativize fear, to put fear into perspective, and to give us, in the worst case, a reason not to succumb to fear. In the worst case. In the best case, any of the aforementioned schools will have one way or another of showing you how to come into alignment with the way you portray yourself outwards and the way you pronounce that within yourself. recognize that not everybody is able to have the luxury of a still, tranquil life. Remember the fact that other people live in war zones or homes in which physical abuse makes it seem like you are living in a war zone. And let that not just be physical abuse, let it be any sort of verbal abuse, psychological, whatever. I'm sure you all know, some homes feel like war zones. And is not exactly this time the one where we need the most strength? And is it not in those times that we seek out this strength? Whenever life pushes us humans into a bind, into a corner, into a stressful situation, we seek strength. We despair, yes, but only because we fear that help is not coming. Because we fear that our own might is not sufficient for the challenge in front of us. But please remind yourself of the fact that you are seeking strength first, before you doubt yourself. That is the natural reaction to any challenge you face. You seek strength first, you seek solace first, you seek a way to save yourself first. And that's exactly why we humans have created religion. The language of religion. The language that is used to paint pictures. And the pictures that deliver words more than we can ever speak. This is what we have developed. To not seek, but immediately find strength in whatever situation we may find us in. Whether you cling to one religion or the other, to one life path or the other, it doesn't matter, because they are all just methods that lead you to the same results: the mastery of yourself and the conquering of your fear. That is, in my humble belief, what a true God is, and the reason why you will always find God within yourself before you find it somewhere else.